Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. I thought of a few things and a couple of developments that are, I tried like this video like 4 times, and the first few times I found myself, um, pressed to redo and restart for odds and ends, maybe a phone call or somebody needs me for something. I had some family over, and just I thought they wouldn't leave, and I thought about putting a little quick update and just no way of condensing all this in just 5 minutes of you know uh, talking to you guys. But here I am. It's uh, it's beginning to look great for humanity. We're all here. There is a channeled message that wants to come along, and it's you can feel the energy, if you can, of I can, that they're coming in. It's not my usual um, natural state of being. It's a lot like calm and relaxed, right? Um, this being, I posted on my previous video, I posted his image of how he looks, and it was very interesting. At first, I thought Ia or Enki. I even put that in the description for his picture and image that I'll show you in a second. So that's how he looks. If you care to look at that previous video and that picture there. So there's this type of cracker or bread. You can call it a large cracker that's made out of yams, and it's just it's like a thing, cultural food in Dominican Republic. It crumbles very easily. So was watching TV. I was watching MotoGP, and June, July, maybe. I think it says the date on there. It was June or it was July, and because of that, I set this piece of cracker on the I set it on the coffee table. So I set it on the coffee table, and I let it sit there for a while, and just snacking and watching this thing, watching the preview or watching the race or warm up or whatever they were doing that time. And I picked it up. I finished it. I remember walking around the house, getting something, coming back to the fridge, coming back to the TV. And all that time, there was this shape that you saw in that picture, and um, that was this being that I channeled, and I think both of you felt this energy for what I'm talking about, because he was here today or in the afternoon ish, and each one of you had an opinion, of this individual. But this individual was from Lyra, is from Lyra, and what I felt most about him was his energy. I feel his energy right now, actually. So I'm holding on to that idea of this individual, because I want to relate and explain a lot of different things all at once, because it's the best time to do so. Okay. Uh, so hold on. Okay. So basically, he came, felt his energy, and each one of you guys had an opinion. A lot of you were thinking Enki, and most of you were thinking just being very protective, and we're butting heads a lot, often, because it's a lot of things that just are out there that need to be said, that can't be said. So to quell your fears, this is a Lyran individual. He they pretty much came to pick up the Reptilian that we spoke about in my previous videos. So we got to understand from each other, it's one thing. What we have to understand is one thing very simple. There's lots of um, beings on this planet. And, I'm not saying a lot because it's not difficult to explain, and I think I'm going to have to actually write this down and not shoot from the hip like I'm doing right now, because I'm trying to tell this story. And I made up some time during the week. I can actually now be more productive in a way and take care of a lot of things during the weekdays that I couldn't do before. So I have the ability to manage my time just a little better, bring out a video to you guys about this. Because it felt like I've said this before, and in a lot of my interactions with our galactic friends and our spirit guides, they've just said keep repeating it over and over and over again and over again. So let me go back, and I know I stopped halfway about, the one thing we have to remember, and I'm just going to say it, is that we are, some human beings are still very primitive in their soul development, right? I'm going to go on to answer a lot of your questions that you're asking. I'm going to open up your mind about a lot of things and talk about me personally, so you can all fit it together. And I'm just going to cover everybody that I can at this moment. So I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but I definitely want to go to the to be with friends and be with people of like mind, because there are humans that have a little better understanding about the getting off the hamster wheel, right? And aligning with something that's different from what is conver- conventional in life. The things that people care about the most that are superficial. It doesn't have any depth to the human existence. Um, so pausing there, right? Pausing there, and then coming back. Uh, what I'm saying is, our reptilian that we're looking for. There's Lyran. This Lyran has is why Lyra? Why Lyrans? Why this scenario? Well, this is a really bad guy. This guy, really, really bad. He's the worst. I had an experience with him. I believe so. Um, where it was the fuel of the fear, you know, gives him energy, And I know a lot of you guys are going to think, what is he talking about? Why is he? But you don't have to understand. If you know, you know. Okay? So don't worry about it. But I will then direct my thoughts and ideas to you if you so wish to be informed and so you can understand what's going on, right? 'Cause a lot of people want to keep you in the dark about the things that are actually happening. They want to keep you blindfolded. So at the end of the day, it's your personal growth, and you don't get involved in other souls' growth on this planet unless you're directly involved with any individual that you come across in your life. Okay, going back to the Lyran. Why? Because this individual, the reptilian, is a very bad reptilian. Uh, in my last video where I explained where we had a reptilian in the jail and he was incapacitated, we've were given some false intelligence on this individual that we have now and where he is. And we got that information um, correct now, and we have. So this took 5 years to accomplish, so that we can have this, get this reptilian. Why Lyrans? Because it's very dangerous individual, this reptilian that we're going after. That's why it's a bad guy. So the Lyrans and were channeling through me, and they were telling me what they were gonna do with him, and then you guys were bumping heads and talking, and I get it because you felt you needed to protect me in one way or another. But he said he's very stoic. You know, he could just watch you argue or talk or communicate, and then you would know he's there. He just wants to talk to me, but it's the kind of the moth to the flame thing where you are pulled into this energy naturally, but you just can't discern too much about what's going on. Of course, one Enki follower had an idea more than the other party where we had this argument. So what am I saying? Well, there was a channeling that came, and at that same moment, two individuals were pulled in as well, and then there was a conversation. But again, it's just a muddying of the energy of this individual that came in, but he still was able to say what he needed to say. So he said, "We're going to take him back to Seda, and then he's going to become a slave, which is the ultimate punishment, because the other way of punishing doesn't work for them too well. It's just not a. It's more of an embarrassment if you send a reptilian back to their reptilian home planet. The other reptilians see who he is. They know who he is. This guy's just gonna become a slave to other reptilians in that reptilian colony where he's coming from. So the Lyrans are going in. Every other race is stepping aside and letting the Lyrans catch this thing. And I don't mean thing in a bad way. Like catching this reptilian and then sending him off so that he can become a slave on the reptilian slave planet. Francis, you're bonkers. What are you talking about? You don't make any sense. It doesn't matter. It's still truth. It's still at some level to some individuals that are and understand that we're taking a primitive Earth planet and making it into a galactic planet. The hard work it takes to elevate everybody's energy as an individual to push this humanity into the right direction takes a long time. And I finally feel free to go and tell you everything I know, talk to you about things that are personal and private. And there's no better audience than you guys because now we have YouTube, and each one of us can be yourself and express yourself any way you want. It's the wonder of the world. I mean, when DARPA created the internet, that was just the best thing that ever happened. Even though it seems like a bad thing too, but good things can happen as well. And that's just the kind of polarity that we live here on this planet. If you are an individual that understands what, I knew that would happen. It's the air fryer. But anyway, I don't even know if you heard that. So I lost my train of thought. So anyway, so the pushing humanity forward. I'll come back to what I wanted to say. But anyway, so we're pushing this. If you know about the energy and you understand that there's polarity in politics, there's polarity in gender, there's a fabricated polarities that the divisions can stay, and then the humanity stays stagnant at a certain level, right? So we have to we have to acknowledge that that exists, and then whenever you get a chance to, well, tip the scale in the right direction, do it. Talk to people. Let them know what you think. Let your opinions matter, or talk to the individual that actually just think you're listening to them. But it's so hard to bump into somebody that knows. Let me tell you a story. Um, this is gonna blow you away. But the level of, and I don't almost don't want to say it because it's just like it's it, it, it'll gratify the wrong kind of people. They'll they'll take it as a win, and I just don't want to say it, but it happened. Um, my mom is religious. She goes to church. You know, believes in the good Lord, and you know, we know that certain things better not be said about what I think about those subjects. But I respect your beliefs as much as you respect mine. Church missionary come and visit her. They check in on her. How are you doing? How's this? How's that? We were going to visit someone and they cancel their meeting. So now we have this extra hour that we don't know what to do with. So they came over and, they shared their thoughts. They prayed. And I was there. I went through the whole process. It's fun. It's great. So I have a conversation with one of the individuals that was there. And just naturally, uh, it leaned towards, am I in the right house of the Lord? Am I not in the right house? Should I go to the house of the Lord? She just very naturally told me that, am I in the right place? Should I be even here? Like, how could we do this? And da 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 da. And so be it. I mean, her thing was that she thought she wasn't in the right house of the Lord, and I had no way of even wanting to crack that egg open to say, well, I mean, you can do certain things, but the just the level of um, the kind of work that needs to be done to bring this individual to understanding more than just a house of worship, and just getting a bigger picture of what it's all about. At that level, it's outstanding because that's all you know, right? When you're um, within these walls. one day a week, right? It's just sitting in front of a TV and learning about chimpanzees or apes. And I never seen a chimp, so it has to be true whatever they're telling me in front of that TV because I don't know any better, right? So that's one of the stories that I was just holding on to, and I feel great because I think that now once this reptilian is captured, we can all make it better, and we're going to be able to expand and grow more. Well, with that being said, I uh, I want to cut this video short because I see now it's a long video. It's too long for you guys, and I try to keep it 10-15 minutes. So with my free time and these couple of, just give me a few more minutes, guys. With my free time now, I am not going to just go off the cuff. I'm not gonna shoot from the hip now. I'm gonna take it easy. I'm gonna make some good videos for you, and I'm gonna talk about a little more of the things that I do personally for myself that maybe you can try so that you can elevate your frequency and just be there so we can all be together at the same place and um, make it better for everybody involved, all of us. So I'm super excited because, I mean, just getting this channeling from this Lyran is amazing. And then just let's see what kind of information comes out on other channels on YouTube about just how excited and happy all the other races are going to be because this is a big deal. Uh, the other big guy that we caught was living in uh, the Black Forest in Germany. That's one. That was one other big one. The guy that was on the ship that I talked to you about in the previous videos, this guy that we're after now is his boss, but he's not on the ship anymore. And it's funny. There's the way it's clicking together because there's a whole bunch of backstory. I've said it in my videos. I think I saw once that I had 137 videos. I was surprised to know how many videos, and having you guys go back through all those videos again. It's not going to be uh, it's not going to be fun finding it. It's a lot of behind the scenes things that I'm planning for you guys and everyone else here. And, now with this extra free time, I think I'll be able to slowly, right, work at it and get myself where I need to be, right? What matters is that we get together and just figure out the rest as we go because I'm just I'm really excited about this. I am. All right, guys. So I'm gonna let you go. Sorry for troubling you with so many minutes, but let's uh, let's do this, guys. I think we're gonna have a good rest of the year. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and thank you for tuning in.